How does it feel just even standing here on this spot at this time?
Strange, surreal, like a bad dream still. Just like justice still has not been served, and it's just so unfair.
Almost 6 years later and still no answers in the death of an innocent woman who was struck by a stray bullet while standing right here in this very spot. It's an active construction site today, but the nightclub that used to stand here on this property was the scene of Jelena Loncar's murder. We've teamed up with Crime Stoppers to help raise awareness of this investigation.
When I come home, my mom still expects that me and my sister are both walking in through the door, not just me, you know. My dad still plows the snow, you know, from the walkway to her graveyard, so everyone that's coming to visit doesn't have to walk through snow.
It's been an ongoing nightmare for the family of Jelena Loncar. In August of 2014, the 32-year-old was hit by a stray bullet while standing outside of the Sea Lounge nightclub at Spadina and Wellington. She was waiting to greet a friend for their birthday, something Jelena Loncar says wasn't out of the ordinary for her affectionate sister.
We called her mom in our circle of friends. Selfless, nurturing, loving. She greeted you with a massive hug every single time.
Surveillance video shows 3 vehicles pulling up on Wellington as the club was letting out for the night. Detective Sergeant Andy Singh says 5 to 7 people came out of those cars with the intent of robbing partygoers.
These 5 to 7 individuals at that time then approached the patrons and made a demand for jewelry, gold chains.
One chain was stolen, but a second robbery victim fought back and ran away. Shots were fired at that man, who ended up surviving, but it was one of those bullets that ended Loncar's life.
The individuals that were within that vehicle, besides the shooter, might not have known that this was going to turn out to be a homicide. There's a platform of Crime Stoppers. It's completely anonymous. All we need is a name.
About 30 minutes before Loncar was killed, police believed the men in those same 3 vehicles were involved in another shooting outside of the House of Lancaster strip club on the Queensway. It was a shootout between 2 different groups, and in an effort to find Loncar's killer, police are even reaching out to those other shooters.
I'm sure they're aware as to who they were shooting at. If they would be kind enough and do the right thing, just provide us information, that will assist us in identifying this individual.
The vehicles involved are described as a white Chrysler 300, a dark Nissan Altima, and a dark or blue Hyundai Sonata. Police have released pictures of a chain that was stolen that night and a composite sketch of a person of interest. Lana says that an arrest would bring some closure to her mother and father, who moved the family to Canada from Croatia in the early 90s to escape the war.
He feels guilty because he feels like, you know, he brought us here to try to save us, and he still didn't manage to save one of us.
Again, you can leave a tip anonymously with Crime Stoppers, giving them a call at 1-800-222-TIPS. And if you want to take another look at that composite sketch, head to our website, citynews.ca. On Wellington, Tammie Sutherland, City News.